Hey guys, MultiClassicGamer here, welcome back to more Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. In the last episode, we finished off Noki Bay, except for the 100 coin mission and the 30 blue coins, and we got started on the 7th world of the game, Pianta Village. And in this episode, we're gonna get some more shines in Pianta Village. I can't seem to figure out how I'm officially going to pronounce Pianta or whatever. But anyways, episode 2, Pantismo the Second's Crazy Climb. So yep, we get to race Pantismo the Second again. And yes, this is also the last time we ever race him because it's the last regular world of the game, so obviously we're not going to be able to race him in any other place ever again. So yes, this is the final race against him, so let's see what we have to do. It's me, Pantismo the Second, and now listen, see that flag over there? Yeah, I can see it because I have binoculars for eyes, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see it from over here, yeah. Okay. Now you and I shall race to get there the fastest, yes? The personal record is 30 seconds, impressive, eh? What, are you Canadian now? Are you at the ready? Oh my god, he's still saying at the ready, holy shit. Okay. Alright, so obviously you have to race him all the way through the village, and then you have to get to the top of that tree, so I used to have a lot of trouble with this mission simply because he usually always beats me once we get to this point, like at the tree. He's always like ahead of me by this point, but not now, not this time. Oh, and also there's a blue coin up there, so let's grab that here now. Just get it out of the way for now. And now let's claim our prize. Grrr! Yes, grrr! That was not so bad. You are quick, yes. I suppose maybe I underestimated you a small bit, perhaps. You try again after you have practiced more. Until then, practice more? What the hell are you talking about? You only have to get the shine. Oh my god, whatever. I was gonna say, you only have to get the shine once, so I don't know why I have to practice, because that's the last time we're ever gonna race you. So goodbye. Well, that went better than expected. Okay. Next mission in Pianta Village is actually a bit more difficult than racing Pantismo Second. So let's get into the pipe again to see what we got. The goopy Inferno. Now, you're gonna notice something right away once you enter this mission. You're gonna lose Flood, even though this is not technically a secret mission. So as you can see, the entire village has been attacked by a goopy Inferno, as implied by the title of the mission itself. Now this is the only mission in the entire game where where Flood is not available to you. You know, even though it's not a secret mission, besides the very first shine in the game, but we all know about that. So, let's talk to these villagers and see what's going on. I hope everything's going to be okay.
It's really tough being mayor, don't you think?
What do you mean? The mayor got left behind somewhere over there, and I forgot to use my girly voice or whatever. Who cares? So, basically, in a nutshell, you have to rescue the mayor. That's how you do this mission. Now, this mission is actually, I found it to be kind of difficult to figure out when I was smaller. But there's actually a way that you're supposed to take to get to the mayor. Now, I'm going to show you the way Nintendo wants you to take first, okay? But there are some other ways that you can get to the mayor which are way, way easier and much faster. But this way is tedious, so obviously that's the way you have to take. This way Nintendo take. This should lead to the mayor. At least I think so. Of course, even though we think so, you already know that yes, that is the way to the mayor. You can move some gates with B. This may help, but if you try to cling for too long, the gate will fall off. You'll have to jump to safety at some point, so be careful. That guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, but anyways, let's get down here. Obviously, especially since there's a bunch of coins, now we know this is officially the way that'll take us safely to the mayor. Or, actually I shouldn't say safely, because there is certain death right below you, so You have to be careful when taking this path, but yes, this is the way that Nintendo intends you to take. Obviously, since it's the most tedious way. Now, what the guy was talking about is when you get to these things right here. Now, you want to, first of all, press B, and that'll get moving, and then right as soon as it stops, you want to grab onto the bars above you, or whatever they are. I can never figure out what to call those things, because, and the reason why I want to jump off as quickly as possible, because that thing is going to fall right off as soon as it reaches the end of its journey, I guess. But yeah, you got a lot of enemies to avoid as well, and also you got this swing right here, so you want to let go as soon as you know you're right above the swing. And now we're going to be doing some tedious platforming on these mushrooms. Thankfully, Nintendo had enough mercy to give you ropes to get to other mushrooms. Huh, how ironic, there's a one-up mushroom on top of a mushroom. Oh, the irony. Okay. Now enough of that, we're going to get over to this mushroom right here. The next thing you want to do is get onto this green mushroom, which bounces. It's a giant one-up mushroom that makes you bounce, and it leads you to another one-up mushroom that is actually smaller and functions as a one-up mushroom. Okay. Next thing you want to do is flip this gate right here, and then get up here and grab your one-up if you want to. Obviously, I don't know. Wait. Crap, that was the wrong thing. I was not supposed to go up here. Dang it. No wonder the one mushroom is up here, because it's not where you're supposed to go. Okay, well, let's try to land on that mushroom over there without dying. Please, please, please. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so let's try that again. This time, actually stay below the thing. Alright. Now we got another one of these things, these annoying gates that fall right off as soon as they reach the end of their journey. Okay, so I think we're just about at the end right here. Yes, we are, right here. So once you get over here, you are now ready to go up to the Mayor. Still, you got a bit more work to do once you get to this point still. Obviously, you want to avoid jumping into the goop, because I can almost guarantee you that if you land in the goop, you're gonna die, because basically what happens is when you land in that goo, when you touch it, Mario will go bouncing up into the air and you have no control on where he lands. So he might end up landing in more goop, which will screw you over. And basically you'll end up in a death loop, I should say. And so right here, we get Flood back. And also, right under him, there is an M that we have to spray to get a blue coin. However, this is not the only blue coin that you can get only in this mission, okay? Because, first of all, we're going to start spraying off the goop, and I want to get this out of the way too, so I don't have to, go back to this mission for, come back to this mission later just to get the blue coin, but actually, somewhere around here, there's a hidden M. It's probably the biggest M in the entire game, because see? Look how big that thing is. That is without a doubt the biggest M in the entire game. I swear. Just look at it. It's huge. Okay, we're gonna try and spray off all the goops without spraying the M itself. Just so we can admire it, See that? That is possibly the biggest M in the entire game. So let's claim our prize. Okay, now I could have swore that there's another M that's hidden by the goop, but I think I'm wrong. So, let's just go rescue the Mayor and claim our shine. I gotta stop saying claim, okay? And also we should probably hurry up so we can actually get a third shine this episode, which would be very helpful because at this point I'm pretty sure I should get this LP down within like one more week, I guess. Maybe even longer than that, but still, it shouldn't be much more than a week or two left. Come on. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of difficult, getting up to the mushroom. I can never really figure this out, how to get on top of this mushroom, actually. It's kind of weird what you have to do. You kind of have to jump out of the way, and then not get blocked by the top of the mushroom. There we go, just like that. Now we rescue the Mayor. You saved me, thanks a bundle. And then we get our shine. Oh yeah, also something else I should mention about Pianta Village. Something that I thought was really cool is that you may notice that in the previous episode when we took on the first mission, it was nighttime Pianta Village. Then when we took on the last mission earlier in this episode, it was daytime, and then it was night again. Yeah, basically the day and night system for Pianta Village is that in the odd missions it's nighttime, and the even missions it's daytime. It's kind of weird, and I don't really understand it myself, but whatever. Let's just go in there and get one more shine. Episode 4, the Chain Chomp's Bath. This mission is actually not that bad. It's pretty easy. At least for me. There's a lot of people out there who seem to have a lot of trouble with this mission. I don't know why. Seriously, I'm gonna show you guys a way that makes this mission so much easier. Okay, first let's get this blue coin. Because I love getting distracted by blue coins. There's nothing better than getting distracted by blue coins. Right when you're starting a mission. Okay. So, a lot of people seem to think that this mission is very difficult. Well, I'm gonna prove all these people wrong. Okay, first of all, let's talk to this guy. Hey you, we've got another problem over here. This thing's bigger than all those pups put together. When it's chained up, there's no problem, of course, but when that thing's loose, we're in a heap of trouble, yes. That beast's owner always has burned hands. It's pitiful. Okay, well, if it's chained up, then what's the problem? It's chained up, so it's not a problem, just like you said.
I'm the one who should be steamed. Bad Chain Chomp. Maybe I should head over to the hot spring to calm myself.
And right there, she gives you a clue on what you're supposed to do. Basically, the game wants you to... Well, actually, I shouldn't say the game wants you to, but what you're supposed to do is you actually... First of all, you have to let this Chain Chomp loose by grabbing the stake, and then once it's out of the ground, then you... First of all, you want to cool... Actually, you know what? I just remembered. Okay. This is my easy way of doing this mission. Simply wait for the Chain Chomp over here, or at least to get close to the hot springs, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to get into the hot springs, okay? And that will make the Chain Chomp happy, and then you get the shine. But I find that the easiest way to handle this mission is to simply wait for it to get close to the hot springs. Why not a lot of people think that way? I have no idea. Because it couldn't be more obvious that it's probably the best way to make this mission so much easier. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to the Chain Chomp getting closer to the hot springs, which actually I don't think I need to do, because here it is right here. So once I get close enough, you want to cool it off to the point where it's like going really slow. Then once it does that, you want to start dragging it over to the hot springs. Now, if it's close enough, it should take no more than 2 attempts. Like, it's eventually gonna temper up again. So, once it does that, then you'll have to cool it down again. But I think oh no, we didn't! We just barely didn't make it! Oh crap! Holy shit, we just barely didn't make it. I've never seen that happen before. I've never had that happen before. But anyways, let's just cool them off again and get them over to the hot springs. Come on. Come on, little Chain Chomp. Come on. Come on. Come on, Chain Chomp. Come here. Come here. Wow, it's just like trying to get Gary to take a bath. And just like that, the Chain Chomp is in the hot spring and it turns gold. Okay. Since when does metal turn gold when you put in water? It makes no sense, but okay. Let's just get our shine. Dang it, I keep forgetting to shout out shine whenever we get our shine sprite or whatever. Not like I'm trying to make it a staple of the Let's Play, because I already failed to do that from the beginning. Now, since we've got like half a minute of this episode left, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna show you guys an easier way to take on the goopy Inferno. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that real quick, and then we'll end things off. Okay, so see you guys after I show you the shortcut. Okay, so what you want to do is when you're in the stream, you want to just kind of jump out with water all over you, and then you can use that to kind of, as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just trying to splash the water onto the goop, and that kind of, you know, it helps get rid of it. Even though this is still kind of tedious, it's a lot shorter than taking the way Nintendo wants you to take. So what you're going to try to do by using this technique is you're going to try and make a path through here that will allow you to access the platform that takes you up to the mayor. What you want to try to avoid is getting burnt, because that could be a problem. Now this is only going to work if Mario is wet as you jump out of the water, which he always is, but not for that long. So you want to make sure you get splashed on some of the goop. And then once you get to a certain point, then you'll be able to hopefully jump your way back over to the what's it called, the wherever that gap in the whatever I'm trying to say, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what to say, so it gets awkward, okay? So far we're doing alright. Hopefully it's well, actually I think we should have enough space to see if we can make it. Yes, okay. So that's probably the easiest shortcut you can take to get through this mission, okay? So I'll meet you guys back outside of Pianta Village. Okay, so now that we got that taken care of, we're gonna end things off here, okay? So next time on Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine, we will take on some more missions in Pianta Village, most of which are also going to be pretty tedious, just like a couple of missions we did in this episode, okay? So, see you guys then. MultiClassicGamer signing out. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.